Hello, my name is Richard Elliot and I'm an artist, and this is a piece I've just created for the Peckham Carpark where there's an exhibition going on at the moment. It is a kind of a loose copy of the lunar rover, very loose copy with all sorts of things chucked in there on top. This time a year ago, Francis Thorburn organised a wacky race, a sort of vehicle race through Peckham with several vehicles involved, made by artists, and there were some absolutely crazy vehicles involved in the whole thing. And I was lucky enough to be invited by Francis to be part of this race. That was a year ago, and I made a small go-kart for that that's part of the space that's here. It's hung on the wall behind me. And a year on, Francis approached me again as part of this new setup he's created called Field. It's a group of artists that have got together. They've got a studio and they've got a gallery space in the Bunhouse pub in Peckham. And they have ongoing shows going on there that's been happening for the last 2 years. And right now they've got for a 3-month period, they've had a slot here at the Peckham Carpark. And this is the third of 3 shows that have been going on here in association with the Bold Tendencies show upstairs, but this is a separate sort of entity. It's curated by the Field group. Francis asked me if I'd make another vehicle or if I'd make an art piece for it, which I was very happy to do. And I decided that because it's a car park, it needed to be something a bit bigger. It needed more of a car. It needed to be something that could deal with the space. The last piece I made was a push go-kart that sort of kids could get into and sort of pull along. It was a bit of fun. You could take it down the park. But this is a car park, so it needs to be bigger. So I got involved in a bit of research into electric vehicles and what might be involved in getting hold of an electric vehicle and how to make one. The only trouble is I only had a month to do it, and it was a quite tight deadline with various things that were going on. And I started making phone calls around sort of golf buggy companies and looking into golf buggies as a way of getting something that was ready-made to some extent that I could adapt. It ended up, I had to give a plug to mygolfbuggy.com, who helped me out with an awful lot of the parts and the stripped-down buggy that I've got here. And so then I had the actual chassis and the motor to actually sort of build something around. And it seemed that the Moon Buggy seemed a perfect sort of vehicle to get involved in. It's every technician, every boy's kind of vehicle dream sort of thing. It's kind of it's sort of, you know, tool carrying, sort of open top, almost sort of beach buggy in a way. That is a bit of fun. Its sort of wheels are too big for it, and it sort of just looks like a fun vehicle. It had to be done. So, as well as that, it's also the 40th centenary of the landing on the moon. It all seemed to fit in place. It's in a car park. The Moon Buggy's a car. Everything, you couldn't really have a car driving around in a show. It would just be, you know, with the exhaust fumes and everything in the front, you'd be awful. And the idea of it being electric just seemed very nice, especially nowadays, you know, with ecos, with issues that are going on. One less think about this sort of thing, what an electric vehicle might be like to drive around. So this is the vehicle I'm sat in at the moment in Peckham Carpark. It's been here for a couple of weeks now. I'm starting to feel a bit like sort of Peckham taxi driver. I've driven sort of a couple hundred people already. It's had children all over it, pulling bits and bobs, desperately trying everything, and it's had much too many drunk people on it at one point when we driving around after the bars closed. It's sort of been quite extreme at points.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Is it funky?
Shake the popcorn, that's the way to do it. Don't you just want to be an astronaut? They're so cool. Anyway, there they are, hanging out.